Good morning. Happy Monday. Where are all my Monday lovers? I am a weirdo that loves Mondays, but if you love Mondays, we are now besties, okay? So I cannot wait to get into today's video. It is going to be about digging the ditches. Yes, I said it. We got to dig the ditches. I really felt like God was speaking to me this morning in the Word, and I am just excited to be able to tell you all what I learned, and hopefully it just encourages you today and these days forward to start digging the ditches. So I have now moved on to 2 Kings, and we're going to be in 2 Kings chapter 3. And I'll give you a little context of what is going on. I have my notes with me because if y'all have been following me, you know that I write as I read the Bible because I like to kind of, rewrite the stories in my own words so that I can also see what I'm gathering from that information. So anyways, and actually before I do, thank you guys for your support in the last video that I made last week. I know I have a lot of new subs on here, so hey, what's up? We are besties now. So this is our daily FaceTime chat where we're just going to talk about some stuff to hopefully encourage you on your walk. And yeah, hey. Okay, so let's get going. So let me give you context of what is going on. So by now, King Ahab is dead and his son Joram, is king of Israel. The king of Moab, who used to pay tribute tax, he's like, hey, well, now that Ahab is dead, bro, I'm not paying you anything. He wants to be free of having to pay this tax. And of course, his son is like, yeah, no, you're not. You are not going to make me lose money or lose power. So he's like, let's go to war. I'm gonna fight you, bro, right? So he ends up recruiting Jehoshaphat, who is the god of Judah, and the king of Edom as well. Guys, and also, I don't know how to pronounce half of these names, so if I butcher it, I'm sorry, but you know my heart. Anyways, so they end up taking this route through the desert, and after 7 days, they are completely out of water, right? So Jehoshaphat is like, hey, let's call on one of the prophets. Is there a prophet here with us that can tell us what to do, right? So they end up speaking or getting help from Elisha, who, if you remember, Elisha is now basically the successor, you can say, to Elijah. Elijah in 2 Kings 2 has been taken into heaven. He was in a whirlwind. The Lord took him. And Elijah very boldly says, he wants a double portion of Elijah's spirit, and the Lord gives it to him. So now Elijah is, a prophet of the Lord, okay? So they talk to Elisha, and Elisha in the beginning is like, I don't even want to talk to you guys. All of you, except Jehoshaphat, have been worshiping other gods. I shouldn't even talk to you. But because Jehoshaphat is a godly man, I will talk to you and tell you what the Lord says. And so he gets a word from the Lord, and he says, dig ditches all over the valley. And he basically says, you won't hear the wind, you won't see the rain, but the valley is going to fill up with water. I normally read in the NLT version or translation, but this morning I felt okay, let me read the Message Bible. And so I did on my phone thing, I scrolled over to the Message, and these were the words that it said. Dig the ditches all over the valley. You won't hear the wind, you won't see the rain, but the valley is going to fill up with water. So the next morning, without a single drop of rain, not here in South Texas that it's raining. No, there was no rain. But however, the water filled up these ditches that they had dug. Okay. So now we're going to talk. Okay. We're going to talk about what does this mean? I felt like the Lord was telling me today that even though you may feel like you're in a desert, even though you may feel like the land is barren, even though you may feel like there is nothing out here for you, even though you may feel that you are just out of resources. You have nothing left, no strength, no power. You have like there's nothing here. It's dry and barren. It's a desert. Like, how many times have you been in a situation? Maybe you're in a situation right now where you feel that, where you're like, Lord, I know you are moving on my behalf, but Lord, what do I do? There is nothing. There is no water here. Like, I feel that to my core right now. Like, Lord, I don't know what you're doing in this season of my life. I know you're moving because that is the God that I serve. You are a God that has given me a promise, given me a vision, given me a dream. But what are you doing right now? Because right now it feels pretty barren. It feels like dry, dry land. I am thirsty, Father. I'm thirsty. Give me water. Tell me where to go, right? Like, we may feel like they're like directionless, right? Like, where do we go? Like, Father, give us a sign. Tell me what step to take so that I may do it. I don't know if this is just me, but that is how I talk to the Lord when I am feeling like, God, I am at the end of it. Like, what is it that you want me to do? I know the vision. You've given it to me. It's very clear. I don't let go of that vision because in the Bible, so many times it talks about how he does not, or how he is a good father who keeps his promises. The promised land is coming. But Lord, like, where is my breakthrough? Where is my breakthrough? And so I feel like God is telling us today that faith means that we need to start digging ditches in dry ground. What does that even mean, right? Like, what does that mean? It's like, in the story, God is telling them, like, dig ditches before you will even see a drop of water. What is it in your life right now that you're dealing with that feels dry and barren? And where can you dig ditches? What can you do today to dig ditches? Like, if God has called you to, I don't know, to writing a book, and you're just like, God, I've been writing for years. I know I'm a good writer, but Lord, you've given me this vision that I'm going to be a New York Times bestseller, but you haven't even started writing that book that he has called you to write. So how do you dig ditches? You dig ditches by taking the steps today to write, I don't know anything about writing, but to write 500 words today, right? Maybe the Lord has called you to start a business and he wants you to prepare and dig the ditches today because tomorrow there will be water. Maybe that means doing your business plan. Maybe that means finding systems that you're going to be using. Maybe that means finding your, like, the source where you're going to buy your product. Maybe the Lord is calling you to go deeper in your marriage or your relationships. And it feels like nothing is happening for you right now. Like, it just feels dry in your marriage. Maybe the Lord is calling you to dig ditches by taking the first steps of giving grace and forgiving your spouse, your significant other, or whoever it is that you're dealing with, to be the first one to do that. And to, instead of pointing fingers and wanting them to change, to say, how can I change myself today? Because what I do today, there will be rain tomorrow. There will be, not rain, there will be water tomorrow in these valleys, in these ditches that I'm digging. We have to prepare for provision before we see it. How are we preparing today for the water that will come tomorrow? He wants us to act in faith toward that thing that he's calling us to do. We are people that naturally we want to see every single step of the way, and we want to know that thing that we're wanting, desiring, have had vision or dreams of, We want to know all of the path, right? But if we knew all of it, then we wouldn't be dependent on the Lord. The Lord wants our dependency. He wants reverence. He wants our heart posture to be in true submission to Him. We can't keep asking for things and then wanting to control every aspect of it. God's provision doesn't always come in expected ways. Sometimes we expect God to move one way, but He does it completely different. But He will still meet our need. And sometimes, just in my experience, it happens in the most like timing. It just happens in such a way sometimes that you're like, I didn't even expect this today. Like, what? Like, God, what did you just do? Last week I had a moment like that. I literally got full body chills, which to me is how I experience the Holy Spirit. When I know that I am in the presence of the Lord, when I feel like, I will get chills. I will get like goosebumps. I get these feelings. Like I feel it when I do worship, when I'm at church, when I'm here at home, that I'm like, I put on my worship music. It is the best way that I know how to be in the presence of the Lord and how to experience Him. And last week, I got full body chills. Full body, guys. Like, oh snap, sorry. I got too excited. But I got full body chills of us in a situation where I'm like, what? Where did this come from? God will make things happen in His own time, in His own ways that are unexpected. We need to just continue to act in faith, dig the ditches today, no matter how dry, how barren, how thirsty you are. Do it in faith, because the water will come. You will not hear the wind. You will not see the rain, but the water will come. I don't know what you're dealing with today. I don't know what's been in your heart. I don't know what vision the Lord has given you. But guys, we need to act in faith and dig the ditches. I just pray that this encouraged you. I pray that this is confirmation for something that the Lord needed you to hear today. It was what I needed. It was what my heart needed. To say, you know what, God, my hope and my trust and my faith is in you. Lord, I don't know what you're doing. Lord, I don't know why it's so dry here. But what you're doing is already it's in the works. I just got to continue to take steps in faith and dig the ditches because the water's coming. We'll see you guys tomorrow.